Identifying structure and momentum. Welcome back by a new YouTube video, traders. Kev here. Got the question a lot. Kev, how do I identify momentum? Shifts in momentum, structure, stuff you really need to be aware of. In this video, I will explain and take you with me within a couple of critical things, how I identifying momentum and following structure, very important things, really important. In front of you, GBP out, really nice pair to trade. Large ranges, great shifts in momentum from absolutely edges. We'll start off with identifying supply and demand areas, okay? Edges of the market where buyers are willing to buy and sellers are willing to sell. Two important levels. You need ranges, critical points where you can identify those shifts in momentum, okay? Starting off from the hourly time frame, you can also do it from the 4H. It depends on what you want. Most of the time, those levels are matching up within each other, so that is the most important thing. If we identifying a level right here on this upside, a level of supply, 1H, 4H supply matching up more than likely on lower time frames as well, okay? It's also the high. You can see it's a high right here. Moving to the downside, you can identify a low right here, okay? So now you have a high and a low, simply as that. It's also a pretty important level of supply, like I said before. Critical point, critical turning point. You can see market was trending to the upside a little bit. You can see buyers pick up momentum right here. So we saw that nice tiny range right here. From that point, if we identifying a critical level, you can see we have a level of demand right here, which you can see prices trading back to this level a couple of times. Third time, buyers took over control and pushing to the upside. So momentum was overall to the upside right here. You can also see structure-wise, price was making higher lows and higher highs, simply as that, okay? Structure-wise. Within this range, you can identify multiple levels and trade from these levels. Most important thing is that you identifying those lows and those highs and those supply and demand areas where price make those critical turning points in the market, okay? Simply as that. You can see right here, this was a beautiful and powerful level of supply. Price have tapped this level, and you can see in structure, price get exhausted at this top right here, okay? You can see in lower time frames, there's a lot of slowing down. Candles become slower, weaker, and you can see price creating an simply a sort of exhaustion ID. Structure-wise, you can also see price broke this structure right here and trade to the downside. So sellers took control at this edge at the market, round number as well, institutional number. So definitely, okay. Large shift in momentum. Momentum identifying on the higher time frames, okay. Minute 30, hourly, 2, 3, 4 hour. You can see big candles pushing in one direction most of the time within pullbacks. So structure-wise, you can see the shifts coming, okay. On lower time frames, you can see clear structure, how price is moving in terms of pullbacks and continuation pushes with almost same size of candles. It's most important thing to recognize, okay? So you can see a big candle push, pullback, push, pullback, hard push, tap this level, rejected this level, weak price action, break of structure and push to the downside again, okay? be aware of those supply and demand areas. Really, really, really critical. Okay. Example is this. Okay, it's a simple example. You can see also a nice manipulation spike within this level. Spoke about this in my last video, so we'll not recover that again. Let's move to GBP GPY, for example. If you zoom out GBP GPY, you can definitely see this is a trending market to the upside with pretty nice pullbacks and nice, powerful ranges. Okay, within these pullbacks, you see also shifts in momentum. Okay, so you right here, let me show you what I mean. Push. So this was definitely bullish momentum, pullback, bearish momentum, push, pullback, push, pullback. Simply as that. Okay, simply as that. Remove drawings. From this eye point, you can see this is still overall a bullish market condition, but with nice and hard shifts in momentum. Okay, so you can see we have a level right here. This is definitely a nice demand area where we can see another shift in momentum. Maybe, let's see. Okay, right here we have also an important level. So we have two levels right here. We know this overall a biased market, so I would really recommend you to aim for longs if you're hitting those levels. Okay, most important thing. So definitely good expect the shift in momentum right here to the upside, but be aware of the higher time frame. So zoom out the higher time frame, see where we are in the market. Do we have still room to the upside? We hit those highs right here. So be aware of that. But you know, I expect a shift in momentum right here. So with the shift, I mean a nice push within this level, a good sign of rejection, manipulation move, and a push to the upside again. Change of structure. Okay, change of structure. So that means after this pullback, we can expect new highs. Okay. On USD30 also, I want to give you an example a little bit. USD30 is a nice asset to trade as well. Definitely respecting our supply and demand areas really, really nice. As you can see right here, we have a nice level of demand right here. Pretty powerful. Test this already for 1, 2, 3 times. So you can count the numbers of opportunities you have in this market conditions. Okay. So this is overall a little rangy asset to trade, but it's great anyway. It's really great anyway. Right here, if we're mapping out that high again, right here, you can see you have the range. Okay. And within this range, you can see those shifts in momentum over and over and over again. So simply seller shift, tapping that level, that range, that edge. And again, we see that large shift in momentum. Boom. Critical manipulation move. Spoke about this in my last video. We'll drop the link above or below for you so you can refill this video as well if you missed it. Large shift, large push. Sellers again. Buyers hit mid-range level and reject right here. Again, a new tap. Again, a large shift in momentum. On USD30, those ranges are really great to trade. That is why I love USD30 a lot as well. You can trade easily those ranges if you're identifying those supply and demand areas and identifying momentum and be aware of that nice manipulation moves that you see happening within those price ranges. Okay, simply to say buyers and sellers. Okay, they are willing to buy from this demand level below. They are willing to buy or sell from that supplies from above. Simply as that. Pretty easily to identify. It's a little different than, for example, GBP, GPY, like I said, because overall this is an uptrending market. Best conditions to trade this stuff. You can be on both sides of the market. That is really not a problem. But be aware of the overall structure of the market. So we have traders in the community that trade only with trend structure. So that is overall buyers market. They're looking for buyers of opportunities because that is the safest way to trade in this market conditions. But if you're a little bit more aggressive and you'll be aware of those highs and those lows, and then find those supply and demand areas, you can definitely trade counter trades as well. That is not impossible. But be aware of those structure levels. So in these conditions, would recommend buys. Okay, definitely buys, but be aware of those higher time frame levels, those highs and those lows, and follow the structure. Okay, simply to say, identifying momentum, following momentum, and definitely see my last video. Little video update. Hope you enjoy, and be back soon. Much love. Bye bye.